The only power you have as a man in 2023 and beyond is you got to be able to walk away from a girl if she disrespects you. And that's when she realizes, damn, this guy really will walk away from me and get another girl at that might be cuter than me. Bam. That's when they turn around and they say, I need to readjust my behavior, because women rarely ever get put in an uncomfortable position like that where they can be replaced. Most guys the girl will do some fucked up shit and he'll sit there, please take me back. And he didn't even do nothing. It was her. But she'll go ahead and gaslight and make him feel bad. And you can't play that game. It's like, you want to be like that? Cool. Get the fuck out my house. And that's women act right.
Gotta walk away.
Sis, can I share with you 3 things that you may be doing that your husband or mate will find very disrespectful and is probably causing challenges in your relationship? Number 1, if you confront him. We should never confront our man. What does that mean? You should suggest to him, you should come to him and let him know how you feel about things, but never do it in a confrontational or aggressive manner. Why? Because it says that you don't honor him and you don't respect him. Number 2, when you raise your voice when you're upset and talking to him, or when you're just talking with him regularly, you should always keep your tone lower than his. You should always keep your voice lower than his, because you're recognizing him as the authority in that home and someone that you show reverence to. Number 3, when you question his authority. When your husband says he wants to do something and you go back and forth about all the things he shouldn't do, then that's not saying that you don't have a say in the relationship. But it's one thing to have a say, is another way to be sarcastic and smart mouth and question his authority or ability to make the decisions for your home. If you stop doing those 3 things, you're going to see an amazing change and grace in your relationship. Remember that today and carry on.
Here are 5 types of women you should never date. Number 1 is a woman who lacks respect. If a woman disrespects you or your boundaries, that is a major red flag. For example, if she hits you with belittling comments, little attitudes, has a disregard for your feelings, then let her go. Second type of woman you should avoid is manipulative ones. You need to be cautious of women who employ manipulative tactics to control you or influence you. For example, if she gaslights you, guilt trips you, or uses emotional manipulation to get what she wants, then red flag. Third type of woman is if she's unwilling to communicate. Effective communication is crucial in any relationship. For example, you tell your girl, yeah, I don't really like this, and she's unwilling to discuss it. She's just like, no, fuck you. Then red flag as well. Number 4 is if she's controlling or has possessive attitudes. So if she tries to control or keep you away from your family, that is a major red flag. Like she's saying, I don't want you hanging out with Brian. He's a bad influence on you. And also, if she doesn't respect your independence, let her go. Last type of woman to avoid are the worst, the ones who lack empathy. If she consistently has a lack of empathy towards others, for example, she's rude to waiters or waitresses and she's doesn't say thank you, nothing, that is a big red flag. So let me know if these are valid and what else I should make.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Everyday with Tidora Young. If you've not yet subscribed, this is the right time to do so. Kindly click on that subscribe button and turn on notification for more videos from me. Thank you. Alright, so we'll be talking today about certain things that a man should not tolerate in a woman. Certain things that a woman might do that I do not believe a man should tolerate from that woman. Now I'm going to try hard to choose my words carefully, because I do not wish to offend anyone. I'm just trying to lay out my heart in certain situations. Okay, and one of the situations is this issue of what men should tolerate and what men shouldn't tolerate in a relationship. Okay, so I'm going to choose my words carefully. All right, number 1 thing that I feel like a man should not tolerate from his woman is when the woman is confrontational towards him. That's one thing. And when I say the man should not tolerate it, I'm not saying the man should beat the woman up or be aggressive and become a terrorist in the house. I'm just saying, just choose to respect yourself and remove yourself from that situation. Don't allow her do that to you. Now, this is my reason. I believe that in a relationship, mainly in a marriage, actually in a marriage, because sometimes you date someone and you people just don't end up together. So all these sacrifices that the both of you made, it's like it's for nothing. So I would put this in a marriage setting. In a marriage, I believe that the man is the head of the house. Now I know I am treading on hot waters or something, because I know some women do not believe in the concept of the man being the head of the home, but I do. I believe that the man is the head of the home, and I also believe that the woman should be submissive to her husband. But I don't believe in the whole aspect of like the woman being submissive and then the man being the like terrorist or the king of the house. It's more of like, I submit to you as a woman, and then you also submit to me as a man, meaning that you are just peaceful. It's not like somebody is lording himself over someone else. Now that being said, I'm saying that if a man, for example, says something that you do not like, you can literally just say it, that, oh, I do not like this. And it's very important. Your tone and the volume of your voice is also very important. I'm not talking about a man now. I'm just going to focus on a woman. The woman should be a woman, meaning you can literally say your mind, say your opinion, tell him what you think about a situation, or respond to whatever he says that you do not agree to, without being rude, mean, harsh, or loud-mouthed. Meaning that you can tell him you don't like what he did, or tell him you don't agree with what he said, but in a low tone, in a non-confrontational tone, and the volume of your voice is very important. It has to be low. The same thing with the man. The man shouldn't be shouting or be aggressive. He can also say what he wants to say without shouting and being aggressive. But I'm talking about the woman now, yeah, okay? So please bear with me. I'm not saying that the success of a relationship only lies on the effort that the woman makes. I'm saying that it lies on the effort that the both of them, the man and the woman, makes. But I'm just talking about women here in this particular video. Alright, so do not be confrontational to him. If he says something that you don't like, you just go ahead and tell him you don't like it, or you don't agree with what he said. And you don't need to use harsh tones. Just say it in a soft tone and in a low voice. That's enough. All right. Another thing that a woman can do that can actually upset a man, and I don't think a man should tolerate, is a woman being blatantly disrespectful to a man. And disrespect can come in different ways. It could come, like I said, in your tone. It could also come in the way that you talk to him in front of his friends, in front of his family, the way you treat him generally, the way you serve him food, for example. I mean, there is rice, there's gravy, there's chicken, but then you give him the smallest chicken in the pot, or you basically don't even serve him any chicken at all. This is like small, should I say, petty issues, but it's so important. Every little single thing that you do when it relates to a man could actually be turned to something disrespectful or even respectful. Okay, so I don't think a man should tolerate a woman disrespecting him. A man has to feel like the king in his home. I am saying this knowing that nowadays both men and women work, and both men and women go out every day and face a lot of stress in their place of work. But because of our different gender, I would say the type of stress that a man has when he's out there hustling with his family, bearing in mind he has a family, okay, at home, so he's working with the knowledge that he has children at home and he has a wife or a woman at home. So when he's out there hustling, he's feeling like he's providing for his family and he's the protector of the home and all, and probably he goes to work and he feels belittled. When he comes back home, no matter how he feels outside, he should come back home and start feeling awesome, start feeling like he's the king in the house. And the way that happens is if when he comes back home and his wife respects him. For the woman, the way a woman would come back home and feel like she's the queen of the house is when she comes back home and the husband loves her, like showers her with love and care and attention. That's when we start feeling like the queen of the house, you know. So that's the difference. The woman wants love and attention and affection, and the man craves respect. Okay, so a man should totally and absolutely not tolerate disrespect from a woman. And like I said, when I say you shouldn't tolerate something, I'm not saying you should beat her up or, you know, rough her up. I'm just saying you should remove himself from the equation. You can literally walk out of that relationship if this woman is disrespectful and has decided not to change for the better. Now, the third and final thing that I think that a man should not tolerate is when it comes to making decisions in a home as a unit. The man has to be allowed to have the final say. Of course, you have to marry a man that is actually a leader and a man that is willing to listen. Okay? Because if a man is not willing to listen, he could literally make the wrong decision, all in the name of being the head of the house. Okay, but the final say should come from him, meaning that it is a situation, he should be open to hear your opinion, and he should also be willing to explain why he's doing what he decides to do. Now, a good man would put in effort in explaining why his opinion is different from your opinion and why he thinks that you should go along with his opinion. And a good man will literally not go ahead with that decision until he has convinced you to agree with his decision. Not aggressively, like he has given you point and you have finally agreed to go ahead with his decision. But then a woman should make sure that she allows him have that final say. It will be a blessing if you have that kind of husband that even though he has his opinion, is willing to listen to yours and willing to take it into consideration what you're saying, and even go ahead with your decision based on whatever is happening at that moment. But it's good to allow your man have the final say. Now, that is what I think. Now, I know I'm going to have a good amount of backlash, especially I think from women, but that's what I think. Anyways, you can comment below and let me know whether you agree with me or if you have other opinions. I would really love to hear them. Yeah, and don't forget to like this video, share with your friends and family, and click on that subscribe button for more videos like this from me. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.